Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back. Let's get another reaction with the Ghost and our own dragon, Lucifer. And we're here today checking out House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 5, titled We Light the Way. Interesting title. Then again, I feel like these titles are interesting, but ultimately what matters is the episode itself.
Yes.
So last week's episode, which was King of the Narrow Sea, which I had predicted was somebody else, not Daemon, and it was Daemon. He was named king because he won the war.
Yeah.
Came back like a bone type crown. He took it off, had some sort of weapon that he said put it to the throne, and he showed up for one reason only: for Rhaenyra, his niece. But as we know, Targaryens love to be with each other.
Yeah.
It seems.
And I called it.
She called it, and ever since she goes, "What if they got together?" I'm like, stop. In the same episode, they go to a pleasure house, as they call it.
Little whorehouse.
Yeah, but he walked away, and then she slept with the guy who's guarding her door.
Her guard.
Yeah, and people were commenting saying that he had pledged himself to be a protector and be the part of the King's Guard or whatever, so he can't.
He can't marry.
Can't. Well, that means she can't have fun with him, apparently.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he can't.
Yeah, and at the end of the episode, we start getting a little nervous because her father, Viserys, the king, he's lighting something. He's heating up a dagger, and then it's just a whole speech thing, and he goes, "Oh, you're going to marry this person, you're going to get over it."
Yeah.
So I think it's the person that he had suggested at one point, which is the who was the master of ships. I think his son, the younger son.
Yeah.
I believe that's who that she's gonna marry. I don't think that's
which
gonna
is
happen.
weird because the episode before, I think episode 3, he's like, "I'm not gonna tell you who to marry or when to marry."
Well,
and now she's put herself in this little predicament
because literally it doesn't matter what the truth is. It's all about perception. And Hightower, of course, Hightower got taken off. He's not.
He took away his pin.
He's not the hand anymore.
Wonder how Hightower's daughter.
How she's
gonna react, because she's now married to the king. She can't.
Conflict of interest.
She can't do anything about it.
I don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is that apparently people are saying shit's gonna go down in this episode. This is the turning point, apparently. So I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
So let's get into it. Let's
go.
Husband.
It is.
Oh.
Our sheep are prettier, after all.
Oh, yeah, she heard about what he said.
Your brother has at last. Will you strike the child down?
No, he wants her.
Oh! She had to have broken something.
She's probably dying. Ooh. Yeah. Huh?
It's his new hand.
Oh, new hand. I was like,
He's
what?
got the pin on him. Prince or whatever that you said.
Yeah, I think they're going there. Yeah. Well, this is awkward.
And I believed her.
You wanted to believe her, as did her.
He doesn't believe her.
Your informant was wrong. An honest mistake.
The realm will not accept her, and to secure her claim, she'll have to put your children to the sword.
If Rhaenyra gets on the throne, it'd be really bad, potentially.
You don't look good there, Papa.
He doesn't look good at all.
No.
Let's just get on with it.
He doesn't want to be there in the first place.
No.
Who is he?
I don't know, but he reminds me of Littlefinger.
And yet it is a dark day for the realm.
See? Littlefinger. Try to twist and turn.
Her father was a good man.
Unwell? I haven't heard anything.
What?
Begging your pardon, Your Grace, I may be mistaken.
Tea?
Yes.
Day after, whatever.
I do hope she's
Pitting them against each other. It's fucking Littlefinger 2.0. He might be the original Littlefinger. He created the blueprint for Littlefinger to follow.
Come, cousin.
That's awkward.
Let us discover.
Oh yeah, they're cousins. Yeah. Oh yeah, because her mother's the queen that never was.
She felt his finger.
Are you well?
Mm-hmm.
She was thrown from her horse.
Bullshit.
Her neck and skull both crushed in the fall.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that happened.
It's long past time our houses were united in blood.
We're cousins.
The last pillars of
Yeah.
Delaena and Rhaenyra's children.
shall take their father's name at such time when their firstborn ascends the Iron Throne. He or she will do so bearing the name Targaryen.
It's like a prenup, essentially.
Whatever agreement being struck up there
Where are
won't
they
change your
walking to?
appetites.
Nowhere.
Nor will it change mine. Each of us dines as we see fit.
So go your separate ways, but be married.
Do they seem familiar?
We grew up together.
Wait.
He will outgrow it.
Oh.
There is no pleasure in the world.
I wonder if she would have been a good queen. So that's hit. Okay. Okay.
I've come to meet my fate, and you.
Remember in Game of Thrones when that one prince was found out? They kept it quiet though, but then he had to like convert or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she offered him to do whatever he wants. So.
If there were another path,
Him?
that led to freedom, would you tread it? With their holds full of
Trying to run
oranges
away
and
together?
cinnamon, and I've always wished to
You
see
think
where they
he's
were.
offering that? Run away?
Let us leave it all behind and see the world together.
She's not gonna. No. She's not gonna do it.
I am the crown. So Kristen.
So it's an open marriage, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Without saying
You
it.
want me to be your whore.
I feel bad for him.
I thought if we were married, I might be able to restore it.
Yeah. He's done. I bet he leaves. Struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
The Queen.
Does she know? No, come on.
Concerns our dear Princess Rhaenyra. It is of course unthinkable for me to question the virtue of the princess, whom I hold in highest regard, breaches or rather lapses.
It happened, Your Grace.
She's not talking about them.
I have committed it.
That's not what she was talking about.
My oath has been broken.
This is fucking bad. Oh my
I
god.
have dishonored myself. You would sentence me mercifully to death.
Dude. So does she think now she slept with him and Damon? Look at his arm. Grayscale? Something. Is he
For a
dreaming?
second, I was like, did he stop breathing?
Oh.
2 dragons.
Dragons! Yep.
Oh my
yep, definitely
God.
traveling for a wedding.
Great Persia and master of Casterly Rock.
Casterly Rock.
House Hightower, the dear Lord Oberyn Hightower.
I'm getting kind of worried. Red wedding?
Like a
Yeah.
Lord of the Tide.
I thought something was
master of
happening, like
Driftmark,
something bad.
And his lady wife, Princess Rhaenys Targaryen.
There's Damon. Oh boy.
He could make an announcement.
I bet. Something.
We join together in celebration.
He could make a statement about her
Tonight is
being
only its
unpure.
beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
And-
And
What happened? Wait, I'm confused.
Do you know what colour it glows when Old Town calls its balance to war? Green.
Oh. This is the awkwardest thing ever.
Your
Someone's gonna say
queen
something.
and Selena Valari.
First dance? I guess.
Such weird ways of like dancing.
And of course he's watching it. He's like, mm-hmm.
I was never
He
much
knows what's under that dress.
It's not much.
That's so weird.
That was odd, but okay. Oh, I thought for a second she was gonna say something.
Where you going?
Yeah, where you
queen?
going?
Men are made to answer for their crimes. I am cousin to your late lady wife.
Ah, yes. She stood to inherit all of Runestone. Did she not?
Yeah. He's gonna go dance with her. He's gonna do it.
So Kristen Cole.
Our sworn protector.
What cloak if that's with your bridesmaiden hair?
Keep your voice down.
Perhaps that is something we might remedy.
You don't know too much.
If you have something to say, Sir Joffrey.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Selene was quite dear to me.
Yep.
Yeah, I was waiting for this. I was waiting. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, she's testing him.
Her father.
Oh my god. In front of everybody? No. What's going on? Oh!
Those two?
Jesus Christ. Fuck. Oh my god, what is happening? Yep.
Oh my god. Goodbye?
He's leaving.
Here, in the presence of gods and men,
Why you gotta do this the hard way?
I don't know.
one
Not
part
thinking it through.
Sir Kristen.
The Queen. Oh shit. And they didn't complete the wedding, did they?
No, I don't think so. Wow.
A lot of build up to that insane ending.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, so travel to go propose a wedding, which I understand why they didn't want to just send a raven or something. They actually had to go do it in person.
Of course.
Because last time they tried to do this house combination wedding situation, it fell apart because they offered, well, when she was younger. That was her older. When she was 12.
Oh.
Yeah, they offered her up to marry Viserys.
I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, and no. So he's like, well, let's do it this time in this way, so that it can happen in a sense. And they're like, well, we need like a prenup situation. They're gonna have, our last name. It's like, yeah, until they take the throne.
Then it'll become Targaryen.
Targaryen, dragons will rule. Yes, Viserys is dying. Did he just die?
He's clapped twice this episode.
And that was even a harder collapse because I think the first time we saw it from the far away, but I think you heard him yell at people trying to help him up or something. I don't know, but that time he just fell flat, just out.
He had a nosebleed during the fight that took place. And his arm,
Yeah, like
he must
like-
have an infection like in his bloodstream.
it's like going up. I think it's
killing him.
yeah. And then his sister felt his hands and felt the
There was
fingers were
no
missing
fingers,
and realized, but the opening of the episode, before we even get to all this, because I'm thinking, oh, Daemon, he killed his wife. We just met her. We had heard about her. We just met her, and he kills her. I guess he was planning for anything in terms of he wanted to get rid of her.
I guess.
Used the horse to take her out mostly, and then used a
huge rock to smash her skull. Apparently.
I guess because she said you never finish. You're too cowardly. He's like, all right, well.
It's like, I'll finish it.
And he shows up at well, it wasn't the wedding because we were supposed to be 7 days or so from the wedding, or 8 days or whatever.
But the feast.
The feast. He walks in and it's like kind of like quiet. No one announces him. I'm like, is he allowed to be there? Because after what we just saw in the last episode where he got kicked out because the whole Rhaenyra thing, but it's like, all right, sit at the end of the table. He keeps staring at Rhaenyra. I'm waiting for him because when he stands up and goes into the crowd, I'm thinking he's going to talk to her eventually. He has to, because why else would he show up?
And he talked to her.
He killed his wife for a reason, and she egged him on. She's like, take me to Dragonstone, take me as your wife. And
she wanted him.
Like, she secretly wants this.
Yep.
He opened that up to her, something she never thought of before, and then she slept with, what's his name, Sir
Kristen.
Yeah, he was about to kill himself. And I was quite surprised by that reveal, because I thought that Daemon got attacked, because
that's what it looked like, was that
it grabs her face.
I thought that it was Sir Kristen and Daemon that were going at it. Turns out it was Sir Kristen and like the Prince of Valerian's male partner,
male friend. Male buddy.
Well, he was supposed to be his protector.
His protector, essentially, because he was walking right behind him when they entered in for the feast.
Yeah.
They basically set up a lot of potentials, and I honestly, and just thinking of what was just being said by Rhaenyra to Daemon, I wasn't expecting that he was attacking the friend.
No.
But then once I'm like,
that.
oh, okay, that's what I mean. Well, because he walks over and tells the prince, like, hey, so, she knows about your secret about me and you. Now you know her secret because she slept with that guy over there. That's her protector. And he was already on edge because literally he opened himself up to her on the ship on the way back from the marriage proposal.
He wanted her to run away with them and they could get married. And
see the world. No. She's like...
Because he's broken his vow of...
Yeah.
I just think they were kind of cute together. But...
The guys?
No, Sir Criston and...
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra, yeah.
Well, and he was willing to drop everything and leave because he
run away with her.
Because he's just known as a Kingsguard now. They could be nameless, and I think if this was before Rhaenyra and Daemon in the Pleasure House, when everything just kind of unfolded, where her whole life changed at that moment. I think if there would have been some sort of connection where he would have asked, because as we've seen, she didn't want to marry,
no.
she didn't want to be heir, and so she probably would have left. I think.
You think so?
I think because in episode 1, when she's talking to, before she became stepmom, talking to her about the fact that she doesn't want any part of this, and then when Daemon gets exiled.
Well, then what is it? Episode 2 when they go and they run away together in the woods, and they spend the night out there.
I think that
was with the wild boar.
I think that was episode 2. Yeah, where she ran away and he ran after her. Maybe that was episode 3. No, I think it was episode 3 because he married her in episode 2. Viserys married her in episode 2.
Oh,
Otto's.
Gotcha.
But still, she ran away. He, of course, ran after her, and then they were out there all night. Who knows what could have happened? But that built the relationship.
Yeah.
So, I think at one point, yes, she would have. But then, as soon as Daemon's the one, okay, I'm going to take you out in King's Landing after hours outside of the borders of the Red Keep, and I'm going to show you some weird shit, and then I'm going to take you somewhere where you're not supposed to go.
And the way that they were looking at each other through that whole dinner, they just kept staring.
And I'm like, because I kept piecing together, that's why he killed his wife.
So he could actually have her.
He can actually marry her. Because she's like, okay, yeah, you're wifeless now. You really want me so bad? Take me, damn it. Take me now.
Yep.
Because she doesn't want to be a part of this. Because she doesn't want this.
No.
Some deep shit. So yeah, Sir Criston, he kills that dude. Bludgeons his face.
His face is gone.
God, he's going to kill himself too. I think she stopped him killing himself. Because he, Dum-Dum over here, told her what she wasn't even asking about. Because she's asking about Daemon and Rhaenyra, not you and Rhaenyra.
I think he was so mad at the conversation he had with Rhaenyra on the ship that it was just it was on the surface, and he's like, well, she's got to be talking about us.
Yeah, because he doesn't know about the Daemon part.
No
idea. And that's why I thought at first it was Daemon versus him, because he sees him go at her. I wonder who saw what, because the crowd got all bunched up. We saw he grabs her face, but then it just cuts, and then
did he kiss her?
I guess, yeah.
I imagine he kissed her,
and
because he really got up in her face.
They were close, and they didn't even clean up the blood, and they were.
The rat was licking it.
Yeah, the rat was licking the blood while the king collapses while they're trying to complete the ceremony. I don't think they completed it.
I hope not.
Not
gonna lie, I think Rhaenyra and Daemon will get together.
You think that's what's gonna end up happening?
Yeah.
And Otto, before he leaves, he's like, you do understand that Rhaenyra is going to go after your children, because her power is going to be questioned in terms of taking over the throne, because Viserys ain't going to live. He's not going to live to be an old man. No, he isn't. He's right on that. And so he leaves. So he's pitting her against Rhaenyra, saying, daughter, this is going to happen if you don't do something. And that's already bad enough. And then here comes Littlefinger, Origin Littlefinger, who wrote the blueprint and wrote a little note for Littlefinger to find. he goes up and he's like acting all innocent, and he's like, yeah, so
Heard she's not feeling well.
excuse Rhaenyra, maybe I misunderstand or misheard, but Grand Maester or whoever took up a potion to her room on
Some
the bed,
tea.
and the king requested it. And she's like, huh? He's like, maybe I misheard. Yeah, maybe
Maybe she's feeling better.
maybe she's fine. And then, of course, Kristen has to say, yeah, I slept with her, because he didn't know. So it's like everything's unfolding, and so basically what's coming down to is Rhaenyra's credibility.
Yep.
And she is not pure. She almost slept with Daemon, her uncle. She did sleep with a guy who's not supposed to. He's sworn to not
And it
sleep with
seems,
anyone.
by their conversation on the boat, it seems like it's happened quite a few times, not just the once.
What do you think?
By the way
Time
their-
passes, so
By the way their conversation sounded, it's definitely happened more than once.
yeah. And then he's like, "You want me to be your whore?" It's like, well,
And yeah,
kinda.
pretty much.
I mean, I'm married to him.
The open marriage idea that they were thinking.
I love your little part too, where they're walking on the sand together when they go visit to do the proposal for the marriage. But they're both just walking on the beach. And you're like, where are they walking to? I'm like, I don't even know. There's nothing out there.
They're just walking the coast.
As far as I can tell, there's nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Castles behind them.
Yeah, there's nothing out there as far as I can tell. But yeah, this was pretty crazy. I mean, I think things are going to unfold drastically because I was with you. I honestly thought the wedding is definitely not going to happen now because all this shit just went down.
Yep.
And I think the king's dead or he's about to die.
Yeah, he's not
So-
close from dying.
Ugh.
Or he is close from dying. It's not looking good for him.
I think
I'm interested to see how Allison
Allison. People say,
how she acts after the king's died. After the king's gone.
she's got to choose between is Rhaenyra truly the heir? Or is her son
Or is it her-
Aegon?
Yeah. She got to choose between
I don't know.
Rhaenyra
Yeah.
and her own kids.
She's gonna pick her own kids. It's her kids. I don't know, but then again, it's not. It's. I don't think she's a typical mother in a sense where you're spending constant time with her because she's like, okay, that'll be all. Hands the kid back. Her hands the second kid back to
Yeah.
that woman before she talks to the rest and like, take it away, done. We haven't seen Aegon since that episode 3 or whatever. So I think it's episode 3 last time. Anyways, haven't seen him. So who knows? So I feel like she doesn't spend time with the kids that much.
No.
But
She seems to just hand the kids off a lot.
yeah.
I want to know how old Aegon is.
He was 2.
Last time we saw him.
Yeah, maybe he's probably 3 or 4 at this point. Time has passed. Because how long did it take them to travel to go over there to propose to do the marriage request, then back, and then for them to travel? Like how much time? We don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Otto's going to come back at some point. He has to.
He has to after the king's gone. He's gonna come
Oh
back.
yeah, because as soon as he's gone, she might even request her father to come back. Like, hey, come back here now.
Yep.
Oh, also that one guy who met with Daemon's wife real fast before she died, he accused Daemon. He accused him.
Her cousin.
Oh yeah, but did they know Daemon was there? I don't know. Probably not. He probably snuck in.
And Damon's apparently gonna get some more stuff from his dead wife.
It's probably all set up. It's probably all set up for
Damon's always got something set up.
always. So yeah, crazy episode for sure. Especially that ending. A lot of build up. A lot of drama.
Yes.
Getting introduced to some people. Seeing the origins of Littlefinger. Fights. Daemon clear as day wants his niece. That's all he cares about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they're gonna come on. She literally, because she could have just told him to leave when he confronted her, but no, she's like, take me away.
And they were speaking in their language.
Yep, of course.
They seem to do that a lot. Her and Damon.
I feel
do.
like that's probably like a special connection.
That way nobody hears them.
Yeah.
Because if people were hearing that conversation, man.
Yeah, imagine that was if they understood what they were saying, holy crap. Oh, and the fact that she walked in with the green dress in the middle of his middle of the speech, and they said that, what's the color of like a flags for war or something to the effect of something that war related, green. The color green. She walked in with a green dress.
It's like, let's go.
Something was going to be said if that fight didn't break out at some point.
Yeah.
I think. Who? Don't know. I don't think it'd be Damon. I think she's a likely candidate. I think Kristen's definitely a likely candidate, especially now that he's not
I don't know.
dead.
Damon could have said anything to prevent the wedding.
Anything.
Within the supposed to, what should have
Yeah.
been 7 or 8 days,
Of feasting.
he
and
could
crap.
have said something.
Yeah.
He would have said something. But now that timeline's gotten pushed up.
Yeah, you know. Too late now, unless they didn't finish the ceremony. I don't know. Probably need the king alive for that.
See, I'm interested to get to the next episode. I hate that we have to wait a whole week between them, because I want to know what happens to Sir Kristen.
Yeah.
Is this wedding going on?
Is it official?
Yeah. And is King still alive?
I hope. Maybe. So, we'll have to wait and see. But, what you guys think of the episode? We're curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, let us know in the comments below. I can't talk today. Anyways, I gotta get to editing. Woo, fun stuff. And we'll be here next Sunday for the madness, the craziness of House of the Dragon. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Out.